Watch Paranormal Short Session 22 by Keith Evans at the Chestnut Street Cemtery. Today is Friday, the 21st of July, 2023. Also check out my book, The Hayes House Ghost of People 2. It's two formats, online, paperback, and also ebook at Kindle. I'm using my Flare C5 thermal camera. Haven't caught any unexplained cold or warm areas. This tombstone is kind of purple. It's mainly been in the shade. The sun is starting to creep around here. I'll get it from another angle. From this angle, it usually looks a little bit warmer. As you can see from this angle, we're totally, the area where the slab is in the sun. And you can see it's a raised slab. It's, underneath it here is actually brick. So you see where the paint or whatever they had over it came off. I'll go all the way around and show you. But it's raised at least a good 3 or 4 bricks up off the ground. See all along here. Let's see if I can fit between here. There's a tree right here, as you can see. And this is the grave of James M. McKinney, who died May, it's hard to read that one. It looks like 1849. Could be the 22nd of 1849. At age 49, a good citizen, a good friend, honest man. Pretty cool. Now this is another area where it's fairly raised. This is like the highest point in the cemetery, where you can see the other crypts over here that I've done in the past. And it's down in all points from here. Gradually, in some places it's more steeper. But this could be another possible location that at one time was used as a secret tunnel or secret entrance to enter an underground area where goods could be brought in from the either river or bay without anyone seeing that happening. So, and as you can see, this side is the highest side, and this side is a little downhill area starting here. So this side is probably maybe 5 or 6 bricks as compared to, you can see the slight slope, but that's the highest in, and it slopes down this way. So I'm going to show you what it looks like from here. It's still fairly purple. And then this is Lulu E. Mizemer, and wife of, looks like W. Mizemer, born May 28th, 1862, and passed away, or died, as it says here, July 28th, 1950. It's fairly recent. I don't see any, it's fairly in the shade, as you can see here. I'll stand back. The two Mizemers are in the shade. They're this low, flat tombstones, and then the one that could be a secret passageway is pretty much in the sun. So now we're looking at, it looks to me like it's very hard to see. So I don't even know if I'll guess. I guessed on one of them. But the last name is Mizemer, but it's very hard to see what the first name is. At first I thought it was Merkel. Anyway, Merkel Mizemer, we'll go with that. And he was born August 16, 1881, passed away March 9th, 1967. So that's fairly recent. And I don't see anything here that would be considered unexplained. It's pretty well purple as compared to the background. And that's to be expected because it's in the shade. So let's look at a long range with our thermal imager. As you can see, I don't know how well you can pick this up. That's pretty cool, I think. All right. Let's switch over and use the Ovilus 5. Let's start with Lulu M. Mizemer. Lulu, before you passed away in 1950, what did you like most about Apalachicola? Again, I'm going to be using this on YouTube in the entirety of the film. And I'm also going to be using the short promos on Facebook and Instagram. So if any of the ghosts or spirits do not want to be a part of that for whatever reason they have, they can opt out by not choosing any words from my Ovilus 5B. This is the one I'm raising up and down from the earth. Or you can choose not to create any cold or unusual warm areas that could be picked up on a thermal imager, which today I did not pick any abnormalities up as far as unusual, unexplained cold areas or any unusual, unexplained warmer areas. So, all right, Lulu, my question again is, before you passed away in 1950, what did you like most about Apalachicola? One thing, David. Looks like numeral 1. It's very unusual to get symbols for numbers. You usually get O-N-E. That's pretty cool. Can you see that? 1 and David. 1 is the symbol 1, and David is D-A-V-I-D. So you like David. Now, was David a relative? Was he like a boyfriend, husband? Well, it's nice to get a name. Hi, David. My name is Keith Evans. Maybe you're just a ghost or spirit that's got enough energy and in the area. If so, David, were you related to any of the Mizemers? Now, this one is spelled differently. This is spelled M-I-Z-E-N-E-R, where the Mizemer over here is spelled M-I-Z-N-E-R. So, and then this Mizemer here is spelled M-I-Z-E-N-N-E-R. So maybe it is a different family. Lulu, is your Mizemer name spelled correctly? M-I-Z-E-N-E-R? And are you any relation to, says American? Correction, A-M-E-R-I-C-A-N. Says, you think that's like the American version of your name? M-I-Z-E-N-E-R? And this would not be the American version of your name. So you any relation to Thomas M. Mizener, M-I-Z-N-E-R? He passed away February 19, 1905. He might have passed away before you were born. No, you were born in 1862. So you lived to be like 88. That's pretty good for that time period. Okay, so we got one David American. I don't think any of these first names, I don't think that's a David there. Whether that L is a middle initial, I don't know. If you can tell at home, please leave me a comment. But I'm having a hard time. I know it's Mizener. It's spelled Mizener, M-I-Z-E-N-E-R. And I think it's Merkel, M-E-C-K-E-L, born August 16th, 1881, and passed away March 9th, 1967. Okay, Mr. Merkel, can you tell me anything about Apalachicola? What did you like best about Apalachicola? And Mrs. Lulu E. Mizener, what did you like most about Apalachicola? Or what would you like to tell me about Apalachicola besides one David, an American? Well, not getting much now. Not much at all. Oh, Mr. Mizener, he lived right old too. He was about in his 80s when he passed away. Maybe 86 when he passed away. All right, Mr. Mizener, is there any questions you would like to ask me, Mr. Mizener? You can use the Obelisk 5. Just use your energy. The Obelisk 5 is the little square box with the two little antennas on it that I'm raising up and down. They look like little antennas, so we got another one. Let me look at it. Hunting. Okay, you like to hunt. What type of animals did you hunt? Did you hunt birds?
Fresh.
Fresh. Hunting is spelled H-U-N-T-I-N-G, and fresh is F-R-E-S-H. So you like to hunt because the meat was fresh. Did it have a wild taste? When you went hunting, did you go in the woods or did you go in like the grassy swamp type areas? Oh, they might be out of energy now. Did you ever hunt quail? All right, let's go over to Mr. James M. McKinney, who passed away May, looks like 7th, 18... It's hard to tell. $1810 it almost looks like, but that's kind of, I don't think this graveyard was here until like the 1830s, so probably 1889 or 1899. Mr. McKinney, what did you like most about Apalachicola? We'll back up here into the shade. Mr. McKinney, is there any questions you would like to ask me? Mr. McKinney, did you like to go hunting? Did you ever hunt quail? Did you like sports, Mr. McKinney? Did you ever play croquet? Croquet? Did you ever play tennis? Did you ever golf? What about baseball? Football? Basketball? Soccer? Water polo? Skiing? Wow. Tough crowd here today. I'm not getting many words. The person that said the word fresh, were you talking about the fresh kill? You enjoyed the meat? You thought it tastes better than what you brought in the store? Because back then, there were no safeguards or any rules and regulations on meat, and you might buy meat that was already decaying and would give you stomach ailments. Is that what you're saying? If you killed your own meat, you knew it was fresh and you weren't going to get sick from it. I think I got that word here at Mr. Mizemer's tombstone. Well, Mr. Mizemer, he died in March 9th, 1967. So that was about the middle of the Vietnam War, and I guess I was about 9 years old then. Mr. Mizemer, who'd you vote for your last time that you vote before you passed away? Do you remember? Seems like on a clear day like this, it's very hard for the camera to focus on the Obelisk 5 screen. If I had any wish for the Obelisk 5, I wish it was a screen that was camera worthy and less reflective during the day as it is at night. And maybe there'd be some way while you're doing a video that you could do a direct plug-in to your video device, whether it be a camera or video recorder or one of those large cameras, and plug into it so you can switch over from a live to what you're seeing here to live what's being seen on the screen of the Obelisk 5. And that would be able to show the ladies and gentlemen at home that are watching what I'm actually seeing and getting. Because that's just a blurry mess there. Mrs. Lulu E. Mizemer, who did you last vote for before you passed away in the presidential election? You mind telling me? Because when you passed away, I guess President Roosevelt had passed away, and I think we had President Truman. Does that ring a bell, Mrs. Mizemer? That shows up really good. Much better than this one. This one is just, it's not etched out enough. Hopefully the people at home will be able to see this, but it's not really etched out good at all. All right, let's go back over to Mr. James M. McKinney. Mr. James M. McKinney, what do you think about me? Mr. James M. McKinney, even though I think that you're now a ghost or a spirit, what do you consider yourself? Just give me the word to what you consider yourself. I'm not getting much. Well, I guess we'll be wrapping up for today. We'll just show you the sky. I'll do a 360 from the tree by Mr. McKinney's little crypt here, or covered grave cradle that's extended up from the ground on this side about 5 bricks. On the other side, between 3 or 4 bricks. You can see how it slopes on the side. See how it slopes from about 5 to about 3 bricks, maybe 2.5. You see it's a little bit off here. It's got that little lip on it. Where on the sides it's pretty well covered. And this side, I guess, is pushed towards me. So it's got that underlip, as you can see. That's a little bit of a lip on this side, as you can see. Not much, but some. I think we got a word. Let's see what it is. It says, after fresh is shown, S-H-O-W-N, and drop, D-R-O-P. Well, I don't know what you've shown me other than the 3 tombstones I've looked at. I haven't been able to see you. If you're trying to materialize, no, sorry, but I couldn't detect it. I don't have that ability to detect you. And we'll see if the camera had the ability to detect you. After fresh, we got shown, S-H-O-W-N, and drop, D-R-O-P. All right, this has been Paranormal Short Session 22 by Keith Evans at the Chestnut Street Cemtery. Today is Friday, the 21st of July, 2023. And you can see me. The entire video will be on YouTube. My YouTube channel is called Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans. And my book, The Hayes House Ghost or People 2, is available online where good books are sold, and also ebook on Kindle. I'd like to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for all your support. Thank you very much. Take care and have a very good day. It's hot here today. Everyone, wherever you're at, it's extra warm. Make sure you drink plenty of fluid. Stay in the shade. If you get into trouble with any type of heat exhaustion or heat stroke and nobody's around, that might be it for you. So stay in the shade, lower your amount of exercise that you're doing out in the heat, and drink plenty of fluids. All right, thank you and have a good day.